Thanks for asking.
Coach, we'll let you get started here with your thoughts on the game tonight, and we'll take some questions.
Um, be perfectly honest, I was pretty nervous coming into today's game, knowing we had some major challenges from a defensive standpoint. They're a team that's got a chance to be really good offensively, and so I was really proud of our guys' defensive focus to start the game. I think it threw them on their heels, and something we've been really focusing on since March 20, whatever, the first time I had a meeting with the guys. That defense is going to be important, and I'm proud of our guys for taking that seriously and coming out and playing that way.
Coach, about 5 minutes before halftime, John Davis, third guard, drove the lane and had an easy dunk, and it seemed as if you had gotten off the bench before he landed because you were so upset with your team. What was your kind of message right there? Do you think they kind of slacked off on defense? Or?
Yeah. There are a few things that are just non-negotiables for us, and that was a lack of effort at that point, and it was important that I send a message to them that I don't care how many points we're up. I don't care the opponent, and I don't care which five guys are on the court. That won't be accepted. And so I wanted to make sure that they knew that at that moment, and we moved on. So.
Yes, aside from that dunk, he was 1 of 10 from the field with 6 turnovers. Well, the guy who averaged 19 points a game last year, what does that say about your guard play, help defense, kind of everything, right?
Well, we challenged our guards, but we challenged our whole team to, do a good job of. We wanted to make him inefficient. We thought that he would score. The guy's got 1,000 points in 2 years and a couple games, so a guy like that to go find a way to score. Unfortunately, he got most of his points because we made defensive mistakes and fouled him. But I wanted to make him as inefficient as possible. I wanted to make him work for every basket, and credit to Kendall who started on him, but we threw everybody at him. We made it hard for him to get easy looks. So our guys were really dialed into making it difficult on him.
There were stretches, especially in the first half tonight, where it felt like Kendall was just sort of really in control of the entire game. Do you kind of feel that way? Do you feel like he made some good strides tonight?
Yeah, and again, just shows you the character and the type of kid he is. He's been struggling with a little cold. His back's tight right now, as you see it. He had to come out pretty early in the second half because it got stiff. But he's a warrior. He's the type of kid that he wants to do whatever it takes for his team to have success. And he's completely bought into that. The other night, he didn't have a shot, and so he found a way to get 8 assists still and be a factor that way. Tonight, he did have a shot, and he showed the ability to be able to score for us. So he brings a lot of versatility and leadership to our team.
Coach Price agreed with you in the fact that you sped them up and got them out of their game and that they didn't shoot as well as they typically shoot. Where do you find the balance in there that you're not playing too fast and remain in control, and are you concerned about depth as the season wears on?
No, I told our guys before the game, we've got enough. If we play the right way, if we have the right mentality, and everybody's doing everything they can within their ability, we don't need anybody to come up and be a hero and score 30. Those aren't the type of guys we have. But we got a lot of guys who can score 15, 16, 17 points. And on any given night, Thomas Zagwa jumps up and makes some shots tonight, so that helps. Tavares Jean, who didn't play great the other night, jumps up and makes some shots, and he gets 17. And Lindy Waters, who I think led us in scoring on Friday, doesn't hardly scratch, tonight, offensively from a scoring standpoint. So I just need everybody to be dialed into, being as good as we can defensively. That's what we control the most. We don't control whether the ball goes in the basket. So I don't really concern myself with how much we speed another team up. We want to take them out of rhythm. We want to take them out of what they practice every day, and we did that. And I think we accomplished that tonight.
I know you said Thursday night you learned Thursday night that you weren't going to have Jeff. Having time to practice, knowing that he wasn't going to be on the court, how much did that help you guys?
It's such a quick turnaround. We hadn't practiced that much, to be perfectly honest. When you get into playing games, such a quick turnaround. It's not like you're reinventing yourself all of a sudden. We're really dialed into the game plan. Credit to our assistant coaches for having the kids in the right frame of mind. Scott Sutton and Coach Cooper had to scout tonight, and David Contaxis. Those guys do a great job of making sure that our guys are prepared. And then, when the game comes, those guys perform the way they're supposed to.
Can you take me through your vantage point of Brandon's dunk?
I've seen him miss that dunk a lot more than I've seen him make it. Actually, the first time I saw him, I've recruited Brandon, so I've had the fortune of really watching him develop. I saw him try that dunk in high school and miss it. I saw him try it last year in practice and miss it. And I've always joked to him that he tells me he's this great athlete, but I've never seen a great athlete who can't dunk. All right, if you're a really good athlete, you can dunk. So I'm sure I'll hear some about that if I don't show it on film tomorrow.
Were you so? I'm taking it you were a little surprised at it.
No, I wasn't. I was surprised that he completed it, not that he attempted it. I've seen him, make those plays. He's a really good athlete for a guy his size. And the thing I'm so proud of about Brandon is, he could very easily be disappointed that he's not starting for us. He was recruited here to play, and he knew he would play behind Juwan last year. And when Juwan left, I'm sure he thought this is his time. But for him to have the same frame of mind, to be able to come off the bench and contribute the way he does, even defensively, he gets after people, and to really still be bought into helping our team win, no matter what, whether he's coming off the bench or starting. It's just a credit to his character, and really is the thing that gives us a chance long term, is that we've got guys that are about the right things, that want to win first and foremost, and that everything else that comes along is a bonus.
It seemed like after kind of a shaky start that Zach settled in a little bit. What did you think of his first game?
Yeah, his first time really playing in a game that mattered. So, not alarmed. I did tell him after the game, this has to be a learning opportunity for him, how to prepare. He tried to reach and steal the ball from John Davis. I said, that guy didn't score 1,000 points in 2 years getting the ball taken from him. So you don't need to try to steal the ball. Just sit down and play defense and move your feet. Learn from Kendall, learn from Brandon, and he'll be fine. It's a process. And, I believe in him. He'll do the right thing. He'll get back in the gym tomorrow. He'll come upstairs and he'll watch film with the coaches, and he'll learn from it, and he won't make those same mistakes, a month from now.
Did you have any memorable dunks in your South Carolina days?
No. Very simply.
I guess maybe the biggest thing on the box score that jumps out in terms of something that wasn't great tonight is Mitchell and Lucas in foul trouble again. How do you kind of get them past that? Because obviously you guys are going to face even better front courts.
Sure,
too.
absolutely. We're going to face a better front court on Thursday. OU's got some really good big guys, and they pose a challenge. A couple of their fouls were questionable. Like Lucas's last foul was a result of a breakdown on the perimeter. And so we've got to get better there. And Mitch has to eliminate the foul that he got as his fourth, the one that he went over the back. He can't make that play as a senior. He knows that. Some of the other ones where he's just being aggressive, going to the rim or something like that, I can live with. But we got to eliminate the ones that are easily avoidable. And if we do that, then he'll be on the floor more. And then we got to find a way to get those guys to be more productive from the offensive standpoint. Between the two of them, we got no offensive rebounds. That's a concern for me.
You have any update on Devon or Jeff's status?
No update as of now. As we learn more, we'll tell you that.
The treadmill was a big talk last year. The guys always on it, and somebody told me that Brandon was on it the most, but that if they had to guard Juwan every day, then they'd probably be on it the most. How much do you think that year with Juwan had helped Brandon?
Enormously. And in fact, it was hard to sell that to him because he's got a lot of pride. He wanted to play as a freshman. And when we signed him at Stephen F. Austin, he knew that opportunity was going to be there. We were losing a senior point guard. When he got out of that commitment and reopened his recruitment and we talked to him about coming here, there were a lot of people that told him that's a bad decision. And the one thing I told him was, Juwan Evans is really good. And at that time, we knew it was going to be a possibility that he could leave. And as a freshman, you want to have as much chance to learn and grow as possible. And I told him, hey, what better opportunity it is to learn by playing against a guy that good every single day. And he got in games in the Big 12 last year, and he wasn't afraid. He wasn't as ready, but he wasn't afraid because he competed against the best point guard in the league every day. And so it didn't matter whether it was Frank Mason or Devontae Graham or Monte Morris. Even though he didn't necessarily always perform his best, he was always ready to compete. And so it was a tremendous learning experience for him, and I think one that'll continue to show its head as the year goes along.
Devon not being on the bench the first 2 games, is that just kind of how you handle some suspensions, or?
Yeah, each one of those deals are different, and his requires him to be away right now.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
In a game before?
Yeah, back in high school. It's been a long time, but yeah, I've dunked a few times in high school.
Take us through that play from sort of your perspective.
Well, I saw the shot clock was kind of running down, and I saw the lane opened up, and I saw him coming from Ape's help side. He was kind of outside the lane, and I just wanted to be as aggressive as possible. I knew he was going to try to contest it, so I didn't want to go up weak and get it blocked, so I just went for the dunk and went in.
Were you surprised that you were able to dunk over him or not?
I was actually pretty surprised. Yeah, I was more surprised than probably everybody, I was really going up to get the foul, but it went in. I was like, whatever, so, yeah.
What were you thinking when you see him take
I
off
knew
like
he was
that?
gonna dunk it. We all got 40-inch verticals, including him. So, he went up and he went up aggressive like we're taught to do every day in practice, and he was rewarded because he went hard, and it was a successful finish. Proud of him.
Kendall, do you feel as if you're finding your niche in this offense the more games you guys play together?
Oh yeah, definitely. Being a new member of any team, you kind of want to take a back seat and till things are kind of developed. So that was my I don't want to say goal, but that was kind of my initiative coming in early, just to move the ball and kind of see where guys wanted their shots, and kind of let the offense come to me. And then today I was a little bit more aggressive and kind of found my shot early. So that's kind of how it played out.
Do you feel with Jeff not playing that you kind of have to take a little bit more control there?
I wouldn't necessarily say have to, because we got a team of great scorers. Like any 13, 14 of us can score in double figures. Like I think we had a few guys in double figures last game, but obviously with one of our our leading scorer out, as a point guard, you have to understand that, and I was took an initiative to be a little bit more aggressive tonight.
Kendall, I felt like, I want to word this right. I felt like the first game that you weren't as in sync as you were tonight. And I thought you were a lot smoother tonight, and maybe that's reflected in the numbers, 19 points in 23 minutes, but did you sense that yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, just being on a new team, there's gonna be many different adjustments you have to make. So for me, just every day in practice is not gonna translate to a game. So the first couple games, I was kind of trying to find my rhythm, trying to find my flow, and it was a little bit difficult. I may have forced some shots, but I thought I got some good shots. They just didn't fall. So I just want to continue to stay in the gym, continue to work with my coaches. Me and BA worked with Coach Mike earlier today before shoot-around, and just continue to just rep after rep. And I took the same shots tonight, and they fell.
You had 6 rebounds tonight, and a couple of them turned into transition pretty quickly, and Brandon had 3. How important is you guys as point guards being able to rebound, especially on the defensive end, because that's where it turns into transition?
I mean, it's big. Coach talks to us all the time about getting there and helping guys out. We got Mitch that wants every rebound, but we got to put a body on somebody, and if the ball bounces our way, we're responsible for getting that rebound.
Brandon, talk about the defensive effort. That was one thing that Coach was very proud of you in the last game, and it looked like you guys kind of carried that over into this one.
Well, yeah, that's what we pride ourselves on, defense. Go out there. We had a game plan, and I felt like we executed pretty well. So we just try to bring energy on the defensive end first to get our offense going.
And I see that Kendall's got his phone there. Have you had a chance to check your phone yet?
Yeah, I took a peek at it, but I didn't really get to look a little bit. So
Pretty blown up?
yeah, it was kind of going crazy. So yeah.
Anything else, guys? Thank you, gentlemen.